Hey chatters, welcome to the first episode of Snobservation where we are right 57% of the time, all the time. The only people that can tell us that we're wrong is ourselves, but we will never tell ourselves that. We might bicker, but at the end of the day, we're both right. Oh wait, hold on, you know what I forgot to do, Scylla?
There's always something, babe. What's up?
Just gonna copy your Discord. My Discord. You seem to just chat. You saw nothing recording. Okay, there we go. Now you're talking.
The YouTube channel. But yes, it's our first episode of Snobservation, podcast where we get really judgmental about things that are just art.
Very much so.
And they're just a silly thing someone made. This first episode is the episode where we haven't rewatched anything for our debut episode. We've taken out the lovely submissions that you guys have given us. Thank you everyone for submitting through the form.
Thank you so much, by the way.
Much more than we expected for a first ep. It's genuinely very helpful to us. This episode is going to be longer than we expected it to be.
Okay,
oh shit, it's working now.
Yeah,
we're in.
I hit the button. Anyways, back to our main topic.
But we have 15. We have 15 submissions.
We have 15 submissions.
For a first ep.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
The turnout was great.
In this episode, we aren't pre-watching. We aren't taking notes. We aren't doing any research. This is simply vibes based.
I don't know how many Priscilla's son personally, but I have seen a good few of these.
I have seen a few of these.
Okay, good.
I am a film buff in the sense that I taught myself how to be a film buff.
Honestly,
and I'm
that's
still
like
working on it.
That's like the best way, though.
But I am so excited to have found a fellow snob who wants to be snobby with me all the time.
Let's go. I've been waiting for this moment. Put all my tutelage to
He's so excited. Can you hear it?
I'm so excited. I'm frowning, sorry.
Darn. Yeah, I'm excited, chat.
Alright.
I'll let Azel say his things.
So here's how this is gonna work. I'm pivoting to our tier list, by the way. So here's how this is gonna work. You saw this briefly when I was fixing stuff. You saw nothing earlier. Hi. This is the tier list. So we have our 15 films at the bottom here. These are all the first choice submissions, so thankfully nobody had duplicates.
We were very lucky on that front.
We were very lucky, but also if it did happen, I would be surprised because there are so many films out there.
There's a lot of movies.
There's a lot of movies.
Fun fact, chat, there's a lot of movies.
Yes. Aside from that, it's just, we're here to tier. Did we come up with stipulations on what counts as S, A, B, C, D? No, right?
We did not. This is immensely vibes based, my friend.
This is completely vibes based, but we still need to figure out our vibes for each rank.
Okay, let's work this out on the fly. We can do this.
Okay, but like I think we should like define S and D and go from there.
Yeah, I have some thoughts on what D could be.
Mm-hmm.
D for me is one of those movies that is just made for commercial money. And has the director and no one in it has put any love and heart in it. None of it's managed to come through. Completely soulless, complete cash grab. That's a D tier to me.
Okay, yeah, I'm agree with you there, and thankfully, I'm happy to say, I don't think any of these films fit into that category.
No, I don't think so either. We've been very lucky. No D tiers today. That's my early judgment call. I would say that C is definitely stinks of cash grab, but you can see the love.
I'm honestly in the same boat. I just think you should remove the love part because I think it's just cash grab, but it isn't as egregious as D. They actually put in effort. If this was like a basic assignment, they didn't just slapdashed it. They did slapdash it too much, you know?
Yeah, there's like effort.
Some effort.
They didn't just walk into Party City and pick out costumes from the plastic bags. They sat in their garage and sewed together some t-shirts.
It isn't a good t-shirt, but it's something.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Man, I miss Party City.
Oh, we never had it, babe. I was like, can't have it if I I don't.
I'm gonna be honest, like I kind of died a little when you like trashed on Party City, but I perfectly understand it. Okay, B tier. Now, for me,
it's a bit rougher because it's the middle, you know.
I think for me, B tier is like if it comes up with like, oh hey, I'll sit down and watch it, you know. C tier is like,
I'm not gonna walk away ever.
Like C tier is like, oh, it's on, I'll keep it on as a background noise for me, you know. But B tier is like, I'll watch it. I know it's not like, oh my goodness, this film is great kind of deal. Like there's nothing outstanding about it, but it's something I'm willing to watch and sit, you know?
Yes, exactly. It's a good time with some friends where you don't really have to think about what's going on, but you get to enjoy it. You've got some drinks, you've got some snacks. Maybe there's some fun jokes in there. You aren't too worried about paying close attention to every line of dialogue, but you're having a great time watching it anyway. A
tier. This is something that makes me sit up in my chair.
Yes.
I
start paying attention. I start asking people to shut the fuck up.
For me, it's like, I'm like Leo. I'm Leo in the chair pointing at the screen. Wait, hold on.
Hold on, they're cooking.
Yeah. Now this doesn't just have to make me sit up in a chair. Like, even though like there are films that I'm like, what's the word? Like, lukewarm or like okay about. These are like some films can land an A just because like, oh, I know what you did. They cooked. It's not my type of dish, but I respect what you cooked.
100%. That's the thing about being a film buff. You got to recognize that not every movie's for you.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, some of them will say no, every movie's for me, and I hate the ones that aren't. But the real girls out here, we get that some movies, even if they're not for us, they are cooking.
100%, they are cooking, even if that dish isn't for yourself. And honestly, for those people that say that every film is for them, they don't have any taste, okay?
Yeah, no, hot takes. If you like any movie, if you have no intense like feelings about movies, I am concerned about your artistic like lens. I feel like you need to do something that makes you uncomfortable. I feel like you need to watch something that's kind of horrible to your brain, just to wake you up a bit.
Like, sure, you have an artistic lens, but it's pretty flat. A proper lens needs curvature, buddy. Get that curve in there.
Yes, exactly. It reminds me of people who only watch movies that are pleasant to them. I have hot takes. I firmly believe that if you only watch movies that make you feel happy, you are not going to have a good artistic palette when it comes to movies. You need to watch things that make you really uncomfortable sometimes. Not triggered. There's a difference, babes. Uncomfortable.
I'm gonna say this like right now. All of these films, American films. This is not like a dash on like people who submitted it. This is like there's only like one foreign film, and that's Love Live. We'll get to Love Live later, but
yeah. The current film awareness landscape is very Americanized.
Very westernized.
Thank you for this, and the hydrate lady. Yeah, very westernized. I'm personally working on it myself. I do my best to watch. I mean, I got into J-horror, obviously. I got into J-horror. I've watched A Cult. I've watched a bunch of shit. I watched the original Ringu. You know me. But I've still got things I want to see, and I've still got like parts of the world that I haven't seen art from, and that's a problem for me.
And for me, in my case, I was blessed to have the opportunity to like watch so many non-American films. And when I mean non-American films, I mean like films not produced in America, like Canadian films.
Without the American viewpoint, yes.
Well, it's more so like, okay, like, let's be real, my college is in America. Like, there's just that, you know, there's always going to be that bias, you know. That's just something I'm going to have to live with. But
it's a problem with just like any art, actually, is that a lot of art is Americanized.
But for me, it's like, I'm happy that my experience with films, when I've gotten into that snobby age, is mostly international. And I'm like, again, with this whole set, like the films that we've gotten to submit, I'm not surprised. I'd be more surprised if this like entire roster 15 turned out to be like international films.
I would have been surprised too. This is about what I expected. There is a wider breadth of interest than I was expecting, but like in general, this is very good. This is the best I was hoping for at this stage, you know?
Yeah. Strictly speaking, for like this, like mostly like Western American like roster, we got diversity in here.
We do. They made an effort. There's actually not just white people.
And my brain just completely fired. Kung Fu Hustle's in here. That's not an American show. So we have 2 non-American films out of 15.
Okay, see, you got to give me a pass on that one because I haven't actually finished watching Kung Fu Hustle.
Fair enough.
That delays all this time.
I can hear Wicked like crying, or either crying or frothing at the opportunity just to watch with us. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
It's okay, Wicked. We might get you to join us for that. You got to be okay with us being snobs about it.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, A tier.
And we were. A tier is kind of tough for me because it's not S tier. It's kind of like what is in between B and A. It's like we're sitting up, you know. It's like you sit up a bit. I think that's what we said.
This makes me sit up straight and like actually pay attention. That's me. I don't know what you'd classify as an A tier. So
it's the sort of movie I wouldn't watch out in like the family room because someone might walk in and ask me what's going on, and then I'd have to like pause the movie.
Okay, yeah. I see you.
Most movies I don't watch in the family room because I enjoy horror, and my family is not horror focused. We're big fans. They get upset, but you know the vibes.
Yeah. For me,
you get the vibes.
For me, it's like I would watch this alone because my box family just doesn't really understand. Simply put, it's just
100%.
like. Plus, like the things that
we're not like other girls. Hashtag.
Not like,
they don't get us. Like they don't get us.
We have achieved a higher understanding.
We flip our hair. The pricks stare at us. We flip them off.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Since we talked about D tier, S tier should be just like, you're telling me what film I'm gonna place on the DVD player? Okay. Alright. Let me pull this out for you.
S tier is for me is like art. Capitals A art. Should be in the Louvre. Should be like a cultural phenomenon. It should be taught in schools, you know, that sort of feeling for me.
Okay. My only stipulation with the taught in schools part is that there are some films that are, like, for me, in my opinion, like B or A tier that are still taught in schools. So... No,
I get it 100%, but you get the vibes I'm going for. Like, this should be taught in schools as, like, a cultural awareness situation.
100%. But, like, mine is a combination of the reason why I said, like, oh, I'm putting this on DVDs because either A, I really just like it, or
you want
B,
to hold on to the physical media of it just to be safe.
Yeah, I'm holding on to physical media, but also like A, I really like this film. B, it spoke to me on an artistic level. Or C, I recognize that they cooked with something here. That
you wanna like really. It's the sort of movie I would crave to get like a big movie poster of to put in my room.
For me,
my room is tiny. I don't have the big movie posters, but I would. You know, it's a feeling.
For me, it's like I personally wouldn't get a poster, but like I would go up to someone and if they told me what shit is a film that you think I should watch, and if it's a film that I hate but I still place it on your hands, I recognize that this is good. Yeah,
this is the kind of good that you will understand. This is a good that was made for you. Even if I don't like it, this is a good.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, because of the story. It can be something so, like, mundane to the average viewer. But if it stands out in such a profound way, I'm like, okay, fine. I see your game. I respect it.
I think I'm ready to get started. How are you feeling?
I think I'm ready to get started. Are we going left to right, top to bottom?
I think I'm good with that. Left to right works well. This one.
And
Is this the first Avatar?
This is the... first one, yes. This is...
Oh.
Okay.
I remember when this movie came out and everyone was like, oh my god, 3D movie. Like, that was when, like, the big dimensional movie craze was happening.
Yeah.
This was, like, the flagship movie.
And honestly... okay, we're agreeing to put it in the same tier, right?
We have to.
Okay. Where do you think you should go? Where would you put this first?
Okay. So, first watch through, I enjoyed a lot. I see what it's cooking. second watch, but sitting down afterwards, just the American viewpoint. It like first watch without thinking it was A.
Mhm.
After I sit down and think about it more, it slots down to B.
Is it primarily just because of like the whole westernized viewpoint of it?
I really do think so, because the way they represent the obviously not native people analogy is so odd. It's the spirit people, the people of the forest, they have magical powers. They're people. They're just people. Be nice to them because they're people.
No, honestly, I agree with all that. Like at the first few watches, like, oh wow, this is actually a pretty good film. But then after I like sat down and like watched it again, I was like,
really thought about it. The inklings, it was starting to hit, and you were starting to get the itches of
But
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I would sit down and watch it.
I would like. It's done so much for like CG. And special effects, mostly
an incredible work of art, just visually. It's amazing.
Like visually, like, okay, I live for world building, and this Avatar scratched that itch so well.
They did pretty fucking good on that front.
Story notwithstanding, I would still watch it just for the aesthetics.
Yeah, and I won't lie, the romance plotline is pretty well written. For a romance plotline in an action movie, it's pretty fucking good.
In a bog standard genre of like the American action film, yeah, that's actually a pretty good romance story. You're right.
And the fact that she gets to defend him, big move.
Big, yes.
That was a big step. I have not seen that movie, Wolfie.
I need to. Do you have the year of that?
I have not seen.
Do you have the year for that, Wolfie? We're getting sidetracked.
We're getting sidetracked. Oh no! This was part of the chat problem.
It's fine. Was this the 1990 one?
I assume he's referring to the one. I don't know if there's been a remake, but I'm assuming he's referring to the original one.
Okay, it's a 1991. Okay, we'll talk about this after you're done.
We'll get to that later.
We have a job to do.
I'm comfortable putting it in B tier. Are you good with that?
I am. I'm like positive, but just like double check my like
thinking on it. Yeah.
Like like if it were up to me, I'd push it up there just because of how the visuals affect future CGI movies and all that jazz. Blah 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 blah. But strictly from like a watchability standpoint, the story just some part of the story is just like.
Yeah. I have heard that, Wolfie, that it's just a remake of Dances with Wolves. It would be interesting when we do the Avatar watch if we also watch Dances with Wolves and sort of compare and contrast. That could be fun.
Yeah. We'll need to bring on Endeavor.
We will. He'll be very heated. I love it. I wonder how he's going to feel about this rating.
Okay, like quick aside about the Avatar series. Please don't get any longer. I beg you, don't.
It's really not required. The first movie was enough.
They're saying the third one's going to be even longer.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, they don't have enough to say. Sorry. I yelled.
No. Look. For me, there is a fine line between there is like a distinct time frame in which a film is watchable. Not like in the sense of like it's good or bad, just like pure length I'm willing to watch. Okay.
Yeah, I have. There are movies that I simply have had to pause and get back to, and what I'll do is I'll write down a timestamp of where I left off. And I'm not doing that for Avatar. I'm sorry. Okay, our next movie is Birdemic.
Okay, hold on. Go off. This is your spiel. Go off.
Listen, it's a bad movie. It is a bad movie.
Okay.
It's badly made.
I'm listening.
The acting is really messy. It's so much effort was put into it. It wasn't made well, but it was made with so much work and love and effort. If you've seen any of the behind the scenes stuff with the director, you can tell that he really cared about this thing.
Sorry, I'm reading up on Birdemic because I haven't seen Birdemic, so this is out of my purview. But...
Oh! That's exciting.
Sorry, I'm just reading up on it right now. Oh my goodness.
Go on.
Okay, now, I suspected that this was an indie film. but I did not expect this to be self-financed.
Yeah, he was quite wealthy, but he was not wealthy at the end of the movie.
Oh, no, I
will
get
say.
that. And honestly,
I respect it immensely. I have a lot of respect for the maker of Birdemic.
Okay, this has piqued my attention now.
Sorry. Yeah, we're excited for this watch.
I am now because I have a soft spot for indie films, which can be very, very blunt about this. If it's like...
That's fine.
Indie films cause me to sit up more than normal, which is really good.
It's because of the lack of the studio backing. You're like...
I haven't seen Birdemic at all, but my heart's telling me to put this in.
It's been a long, long time since I've seen it. I won't lie. I do need a refresher.
Like, my heart just reading from, like, what I just saw on the Wikipedia page. Wikipedia is such a good help, by the way. Where would you put this?
I would put this... It's really hard. Because it's not a good movie, but it's really so charming. I think we would have to put it in B as well. Because it's just not actually good.
Okay, but
it's charming. It's immensely charming, and I just have to put that caveat in it, you know.
There is nothing, like in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with a bad film. I've seen so many bad films in my line of work and when I was going through school.
That's true.
That did not stop me from loving the ever crap out of them.
That's true. That's true. This movie was made for people. Now that you say that, I won't lie. I did when I watched Birdemic back in the day. It's been a good minute. I do need that refresher, and I'm glad we're getting it. I did sit forward and I did pay attention. My eyes went glazing over. This was a good watch. I would shush people if there were other people watching it.
Please don't do that. We were trying to take notes.
No. We'll pause if we're taking notes, don't worry.
But for me, my gut instinct, high B, maybe A if you convinced me. This is me without watching. This is me without watching it, okay? So
I'm okay with B.
B?
I think both of us, since I'm looking back with nostalgia, and since you haven't seen it, I think we should be reasonable and put it in B.
B? Okay.
It's chatting about movies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, movies and you're expecting Slacko?
Well,
I'm sorry.
You could have submitted. Did you submit?
Did you? The Butterfly Effect. I don't know this movie.
Let me check. Because I'm gonna be honest.
That movie poster is giving me Evanescence.
This was.
And I love that.
I'm trying to. I feel like I've seen this before, but it's really foggy.
The fact that the poster is giving me Evanescence is really winning me over. It seems to be about a guy who has blackouts and goes back to his kid time and changes his life and the effects of that.
Yes.
That's an interesting concept. I do like that. That it's first presented as a medical blackout thing, and then it turns into. I can see his face in the poster, Alex. Don't worry. I can see our man Ashton very well. The movie ends horribly. You've got me. You've caught me.
I think this is a time travel movie, if I recall correctly.
It looks like it is.
I mean, the name kind of.
I am excited for a time travel movie with a terrible, horrible ending.
I know it's not a positive ending, but I do not know if it's a horrible ending, if my memory serves right.
I hope it's the worst. I hope it sucks.
Okay, where are we putting this?
I am immensely charmed by the Evanescence poster. How are you feeling?
I'm not a poster person, usually.
I'm sorry.
No, if you're a poster person, go off. Would you hang this in your room?
I'm kind of a movie poster person. Also was just a massive fan of Evanescence.
Okay, so you'd be hanging...
Which is influencing me.
So what I'm hearing is that you'd hang this up not because it's a good movie you like, but it's mostly just because it reminds you of Evanescence.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's an ongoing in A tier, got it.
No. An Ashton Kutcher movie is such a 50-50.
It really is.
It could be really good.
It's such a coin toss.
Or it could be so weird and bad. And not good weird, you know?
It can be such a coin toss. You are right. The question
It's really hard to rate an Ashton Kutcher movie that we know nothing about.
we are essentially relying on the gamba, which I'm not averse to, but I'm just like,
No, as VTubers, we are well versed in the gamba. This is an amazing pick for our little brains.
Strictly on vibes, what are we feeling? It's not A tier.
Strictly on vibes, I'm so sorry, but strictly on vibes, I would put it an S because I'm that person. So you're gonna have to argue me down to somewhere more reasonable. That's another 50-50. The early 2000s was such a 50-50 time for movies.
Yeah.
Now it's like 80-20.
Sorry, there's too many coin flips for me preventing this for me personally putting this in S tier. Too many coin flips.
I will say I don't like Ashton Kutcher, and that is making me think that maybe I would knock him down to B or C.
I think we're.
I really dislike Ashton Kutcher.
Is it just because
I really don't like?
You got tea? Spill it.
I
got my tea. I'm ready here.
Okay, so as a person, he is involved in an anti-trafficking group.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
So this anti-trafficking group is one of the groups that basically I have beef with anti-trafficking groups in the sense that oftentimes they are used to criminalize sex work. Oh, Alex has chimed in. His only redeeming quality is he's married to Mila Kunis. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a nice way of putting it.
Okay.
For you, that is a nice way of putting it.
So, with those revelations in mind, would you be fine putting this in B?
I can cope with B. We will be re-ranking this when we
cope?
actually watch them.
Cope? Well, not pause. Cope?
I can cope because I know that we'll be re-ranking this when we actually watch them. We'll be moving them around in the tier list.
But like, are you coping that it'll be higher or lower?
Lower.
Okay. Ooh, really? Okay. Okay.
I hate him.
Understandable.
Yes.
This is Chronicle.
Chronicle!
Have you seen this?
I have.
Okay.
This is Alex. This is we had a Google form going around asking for people to submit movies for us to blind react, and then we're going to do fortnightly. We're going to watch these movies, take notes, whatever rabbit hole deep dive we feel like doing, based on what we've seen in the movie and like discussions around it and stuff.
So these are all,
and then we will re-rank them based on all that work.
So this is all user submitted. Honestly, if we have time, do you think we should get more?
I don't know. I think I'm okay with us doing this for the first step. But we can promote the Google form at the end of stream and say, hey, if you want to submit more for the next go around.
I will probably make a season 2.
Yeah.
Just to split up. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Follow us in our Discords.
I will also be posting the Google form on my Blue Sky and my Discord and stuff when a new one is set up. So don't you worry. You only got to be following one of us. Got to be clued into only one of us to find the news. Okay, Chronicle.
Alright, go off. This is all you.
Chronicle was a funny movie.
Like,
it was interesting.
Humor?
Like funny, interesting funny, you know?
Okay, like funny in a good way, or was like the humor written good? Or just like...
It wasn't funny in a good way, like it was interesting.
Okay.
Like, this was very early 2000s, so there weren't superhero movies at the stage of life.
The Chronicle?
Yeah, Chronicle!
The 2012 one, I believe.
Yeah, so at this stage, superhero movies weren't blowing up.
Oh, this is
so there weren't like a million multi-universe things going on. There weren't like all these animated projects, and this was an independent IP. I don't think they did anything else with this IP. This was just a standalone movie, from what I know. And the actors they chose weren't like big people with pretty faces, like the Tom Hiddlestons and the Chris Evans and whatnot. They were just regular-looking teenage guys, and it was very, very good. It gave me almost a Lord of the Flies feeling.
Okay.
But like with one guy going, not all of them.
Oh, it's a found footage film. Okay, I'm setting up a bit.
One of the found footage films that actually kind of felt okay. before the whole blow up, and people were just saying, "Oh, we're carrying camera around. We're not going to tell you why. We're just saying we're like filming things because we wanna. School project." This was kind of like, I think they were doing this. They were filming bits and pieces because they were on MySpace or something. They were using the MySpace excuse.
MySpace. Oh, hold on. My back just creaked a little.
I can't remember. They were doing something like promoting themselves on social media with their superpowers. Because they were like, we're teenagers, we want to be famous. I really enjoy how they did teenagers in this. Usually I'm really iffy about teenagers and their depictions because it's just so awkward, and you can clearly tell it's just a bunch of old men in a room writing them and they don't know what teenagers talk like. But I really like this one. They're messy. They're cruel. They can be cruel. They can be really fucking evil and mean. And to each other. And they're meant to be friends. And I like it. I would personally give it an A. How are you feeling?
The fact that you mentioned that the teenagers are teenagers perks my interest. Because you
I don't know how the actual age of the actors. Obviously. I didn't really feel. I'm not the sort of person who like looks into actors unless
it's necessary or whatever.
Something pops up on my feed, you know.
Yeah.
But they felt like teenagers. They dressed like teenagers. They were just walking around in fucking...
They're just guys having fun.
Messy hoodies and jeans looking like they weren't Flash. Because they weren't.
These guys are a bunch of kids doing funny things teenagers do, right?
Yeah. I mean, they were trying to be funny and like good people as well. They were like, oh, we're superheroes now. We have to be cool people.
We have to be responsible.
Why did I think this was British though? Maybe it's the grunginess of it. Maybe I thought the grunginess made it British, because that is very much a British filmmaking thing. The Americans don't usually do that one. I did really think it was British. I don't know why.
Okay,
I think it's just like the grunginess
okay, so
of
like
it.
if this is like about like accurate American teenagers, all right, I'm in.
You're in. You're okay with me putting it an A?
I'm in. I'm yeah, sure.
Yay! We got one, babes. We got one.
Okay, I'm keeping an eye on Chronicle, alright?
Yeah.
You got me queued in.
It's piqued his interest.
Oh, do you want me to put this in a rating? You want me to tell you about this rating already?
Yeah, go on.
S
Speak
tier.
the truth. Yeah, I thought so.
It's Emperor's New Groove. What do we have to say about it?
Yzma is such an inspiration.
Eartha Kitt, bless her soul for voicing Yzma.
We always love Eartha Kitt. We always love Eartha Kitt. And Yzma, the character, inspiration. Just, she saw what she wants, and she went for it. She didn't put up with this minion bullshit. If she had better minions, she would have won.
Okay, but Kronk is so good.
Yeah, no, and that's the problem, because he's good. He's a good guy, generally. That's the problem. He should have been meaner.
Kronk as a character is just peak. Okay, look. Okay.
Oh, he's lovely. No, he's lovely. He's a great character. I enjoy him. I trust.
This is during Disney's golden era animation.
Mm-hmm. This was actually when they actually looked like they were cartoons and they're having fun.
This is like
they weren't trying to be lifelike.
Early 2000s, late 1990s.
And David, don't let me time you out.
This.
We're to judge you once, not you.
This is absolutely this is the golden era of Disney animation. You and I will die on this hill. I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
If I was having kids, this is the sort of movie that I would collect for them to watch. You know.
I would fight someone to get a VHS of this. That's how much I love this film.
This is the sort of movie that I will say, I do not think current Disney movies are made for kids.
No, they're not. You're right. 100% right there.
And that's a problem. There are not a lot of kids movies, and it's a problem. Because kids deserve good art. And this is the sort of thing that I would collect. If I had a niece or something, I would give them a copy of this. It's as inaccurate as it probably is. It is one of the few South American animated kids movies that actually has some like cultural costumes and such.
Yeah. There's definitely like they got the inspiration. They properly displayed it on the screen.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely like exaggerated and a bit silly with it, and the historical accuracy I don't know, like what they pulled from, but you can feel that they cared.
This is just, again, early 2000s, late 1990s Disney just oozed so much love and attention that I would feel bad for putting this anything below A.
Oh no, 100%.
And
We will be using this one.
And let's be real. And I don't know if this is like a fault of like who they casted or what. Nobody really cares about Kuzco and Pacha. They're just there to facilitate Kronk and Yzma, and I'm all for it.
It's a problem.
I don't think it's a problem.
It's like they set them up as the protagonists, though, and they're not the protagonists of their own movie.
No, they are the protagonists. They just aren't. They're just dealing with really memorable villains.
That's true. They couldn't match up to their quality.
But
I keep seeing Endeavor's message, and I feel like he's going to jump in the call and attack us.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's
Remember,
funny,
Endeavor, that these are first impressions. We will be watching all of this in a timely manner. And once we're done with all that, we're going to rate them, okay?
Yeah. So, you have to cope with us being
first
snobs.
Impressions. Yeah.
Everything, everywhere,
pause,
all at
pause,
once. Oh my god,
pause.
oh my god, oh my god.
I ain't done with Kuzco yet.
Sorry, I saw the post.
No.
And I got really excited.
No, I'm excited about that too, but...
The dream.
Like, continue with Emperor's New Groove. The amount of memeability from this film is so good.
Oh, 100%. The compilations. The meme compilations
This is
are just
probably
everywhere.
like the most memed like golden era Disney film that I can list off the top of my head, and for good reason. Kronk exists. It's just Kronk and Yzma, but Kronk.
They understood the comedy. They understood how to do comedy. Is really what it is. They understood like how comedy worked and how to stretch their characters to make scenes happen, but they also didn't shove their characters into comedy scenes that didn't suit them. It's a combined thing.
It's a mix of like the team working on this film knowing comedy and also brilliant casting.
Yeah, like some comedy movies, they'll have just like a guy come in who's a comedian and they'll tell him to improv the whole time.
Okay, that's modern.
And
movies.
it's like you've just I know. and it's like you've just cast the comedian. You haven't cast an actor to play a character who is comedic. You have no character, you just have a comedian. And it's really frustrating to me because it's like, I thought you were watching a fictional movie. What's going on?
I have like my own like 10 billion words about this, but I'm saving that for the last film on this list. And that is not a slight on like how my opinions on the last film. It's just a nice jumping point for me.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. We all have our spills, we have our tangents, it's okay.
Yeah. But honestly, like, I'm gonna, like, before we continue on, I'm just gonna say this, like, I don't think this would be an S tier if it wasn't for Kronk and Yzma's voice actors.
Not at all. They oh god, they are just magical at what they do.
Like, I'm gonna be like a good 40% of like why it's an S tier is just because of Kronk and Yzma's voice actors just going off.
I know that they like voice these lines in their own like separate booths.
Yes, that's how
a
they
lot
do
of
it.
the time.
Yeah, that's how they do it in.
But it really feels like they're bouncing off of each other.
It's so good. I'm so excited I get to rewatch this.
It's gonna be so fun.
Okay, on to another banger.
Okay, we have to do the next movie. We have to do the next one.
Okay, alright. Before we get into it, where are we putting this? I think I know where this is going, but I want to hear you first.
S, hello.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No qualms there. No shame.
I am tragically immensely white, so I don't understand the diaspora experience that is going on here.
Ugh.
In this movie. However,
don't get me started.
No, we will get you started when we actually watch the movie. Don't worry.
Yeah.
However, I understand the complex familial dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the struggles and the lack of communication, just basic talking to each other, the difficulty being emotive with each other.
Yes.
They're like actually like saying things like, I'm proud of you, or a hug, or things like that. It's immensely difficult, not just in certain cultures, but in the modern world, I find, for people to be emotionally honest with each other. And this affects the family so deeply.
Yes.
And I see this reflected in the movie a lot. And I adore that the movie chose love.
Yes.
It means a lot to me.
Don't know, like theme aside, just it's so refreshing. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's like the first word that comes to my mind.
No, it's a great word for it. It's a great word for it. I also found it very refreshing to watch.
Like, this is like, for me, it's like, it's so nice to see something, like, sure, everything everywhere all at once, like, extremely out there, like, it's absurdist, let's be real, like, that's what they classify
And
it.
I love it.
I love it, but also, like...
You know me, I love my absurdism, my surrealism, it was good for me.
That's such a good thing, but also, like, just the fact that they're immigrants living in America. For me, like...
It has the grounding to make the absurdism and surrealism work.
Yes, and for me specifically, it's like I resonate with everything that they're going through, 10,000,000%. It's...
I'm glad that you can get that extra layer of experience out of the movie. That's great.
Like,
it's kind of beautiful that you get to experience that extra portion of it in your own way.
Like, I connect with it, but also like I feel like I've been like I've known families that are in that position. It's not, it's immigrating is rough. So rough. Not only to yourself, but your family as well.
There's a lot to tackle emotionally, and people just don't have the time to do it often.
Not even emotionally.
Even if they are able to recognize that they need to tackle it.
It's a nasty thing. It's not even emotionally. It's, well, yes, it's emotionally, but it's also like culturally, you don't have, like lifestyles. It's just an entire mess that you have to deal with.
This is something that, us crackers don't talk about. But no, I love saying that. It's very funny to me. You're allowed to laugh. It's a joke.
Okay. But still.
I get to pull out the white card and be awkward TM about it, and people, it's a joke, don't worry. When we are categorized as capital W white, we aren't like a culture anymore. We don't have any culture. We are white. We aren't Irish or British or whatever. We're just white. We don't have our cultural ties anymore. And this is a big like problem with our communities, because we have nothing to lean on historically. I know that this is a completely different situation for people who aren't white, but I find myself connecting to these diaspora feelings through that.
No, I'm just like, I'm so excited.
You never thought of that. That makes sense.
No, it clicks. Like I've like thought about it in passing, and I'm just like, I'm so excited to watch this film. Like, I know when we go onto this episode, it's gonna be a long episode.
It's gonna be a lot, and I'm excited for it.
It's gonna be a beautiful episode too. I can already sense it.
Yeah, we have to put her in ears. It's required.
I'm gonna say this now. If this is gonna be a long, if not the longest episode for me specifically.
That's totally fine.
And
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine. I'm just saying, if it's a long one, that's probably gonna be me going off.
I'm happy to listen.
Please.
I might chime in with my own diaspora situation.
Oh no, please.
If I'm able to do that, because we just can't bring back the familial connections anymore. It's so disconnected over generations. Because we've been immigrants in New Zealand for generations on generations now. We don't have the connections.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm smiling too much.
It's a lovely topic to discuss, though. I enjoyed talking about that briefly while we're doing this.
Vibrating in my chair at like the prospect of covering this when we get to it. All right.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Galaxy Quest.
Have
you seen this?
Of course I have.
Okay, take it away. Because I have.
Okay. This is the movie I knew the actor who plays Snape from. I don't associate him with Harry Potter. I associate him with this movie. Okay? Because it's better. Number one, it's a space movie. It's a parody of Star Trek.
Okay, I'm sitting up. I like parodies. I don't know much about Star Trek, but I'm down for any parodies.
It's a very interesting parody. I enjoy it a lot. So, basically, we have these washed-up actors doing a reunion special from their like old TV show, which was called Galaxy Quest, which was a Star Trek-y thing. They're doing a reunion special. They're washed up. They all feel horrible. They've aged. Some of them been smoking and doing drugs and shit. They're not great. The guy who plays, I keep having what's I can't just refer to him as the guy who played Snape. That's mean.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. Thank you. I'm terrible with actors' names. Alan Rickman. He is depressed to be back here. He talks about how he does theatre and shit, and he has to come back to do this low-quality bullshit. It's really great. And then it turns out there are aliens who have been watching these like shows and thinking they're documentaries.
Oh no!
And so they bring them in to help them with some peace negotiations, because that's what they do on their show. They do like intergalactic political shit, like Star Trek does.
Yeah.
And they're fumbling their way through. Over the course of the movie, their costumes, their cheap costumes that they wore for the reunion special, get destroyed. There's a joke about the woman's character one getting destroyed. It's specifically in ways to make her look more sexy, because that's what happened on the show. Alan Rickman's alien headpiece gets more and more destroyed over time, and you eventually start seeing his hair.
Not the hair.
It's so good, and it's so cheesy, and it's genuinely very good. I wouldn't say it's S. Just personally, I don't think it can match up to our babes up top there.
That's hard to sell, yeah.
But I would say it's A or a B+.
I'm putting this in B just because I don't know enough about it.
That's totally fair. It's hard to make a judgment call. The poster, though, look at that poster.
It's such a good poster.
It is.
Like, okay.
It charms you immediately. You're like, what's going on here?
I'm gonna be real.
I gotta know more.
I'm gonna be real. Like, this is something like I'd see in your room just plastered on. I was like, yeah, that checks out.
That makes sense. That's for Priscilla.
like I'm vibing Priscilla's house. I just see, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh hey, look, Galaxy Quest, nice. Because parodies can be hit or miss. Let's be real.
Here's the other thing. I don't enjoy a lot of sci-fi.
Okay.
I find that it is too big worldsy these days. Not enough compact stories about like the actual situations that go on in the space. It's too like apocalyptic. The world's gonna end. Big politics. Evil government.
Space politics.
I'm just like, okay, space politics is fine. What are we talking about? Like the mini space politics though.
You want the micro?
The little towns on the planets that like they've had like a generations long feud because one of them wore the wrong color to a wedding. I don't know. Like, I want the silly little things. Okay, I like the compact stories. Sci-fi is usually too big for me.
You're looking for the smaller scale sci-fi.
Yeah, and Galaxy Quest does hit that mark because it is such a compact little story in what it's doing. It does like do the whole world-ending evil emperor shit, but the way it does it works because the whole time the characters are like, "We were just doing a fictional TV show. How do we tell these aliens that we're not really superheroes or whatever?" And it's really good.
That's a cute little like.
Because they hate the idea that they might let down these naive aliens, and it's
such a cute little commentary on like misinformation,
Yes. And the aliens are genuinely very cute. They're not like cartoonish things. They look like people, but they're very cute. And the way the actors do it is very pleasing. They're kind of they're not like a parody of Vulcans, because that's what Alan Rickman's doing. But there's something there.
Okay, I see.
You see the vision.
I see. All right, I see. I see the vision. All right, I'll keep an eye on this too. Iron Giant. Is it S tier?
This is a big one.
Like, me personally.
This was a big one for me. This is one of my first childhood showings of how American politics work. Not just like, this is a movie for kids, la-di-da. this movie showed me how America does stuff
Okay.
for the first time, and that was groundbreaking for me. And it has stood the test of time on that. You're gonna hate me for this, but I don't think it's S.
I'm in the same boat. I don't think it's S for me too. And
It's really good, but
for me, I know like I can probably list off like a good chunk of people that would put this in for S tier. And for me, it's definitely not B. Let me make that clear.
No,
this
A.
is not.
It's 100% A.
I'm refusing to put this thing any lower than A. But for me, strictly speaking, this is not an S tier film. I know there's a bunch of people who would put this in S tier. No, who would put this in S tier, and I cannot blame them. This is, for me, this is
It's a very good movie.
It's a good movie.
It is very good. They're completely right on that front. They're allowed to be.
It is a beautiful movie. Don't get me started on the ending sequence. Anyways. But like, for me, it's not gonna beat out Emperor's New Groove. That's just a taste thing. That's just like my opinion, nostalgia.
For me, even though for me the exposure to the awareness of how American politics work vis-a-vis the military and such was groundbreaking for me. The fact that it's so American focused still makes it less than S.
Okay, I see.
And they probably couldn't, or they didn't even consider it, but I feel like this movie would have really benefited from discussing the Vietnam War.
Ooh, you're right. I agree with that. I just don't know if like
the themes, the setup is all there.
Okay. Like I'm trying to imagine I'm on the cusp of like
and the alternate reality where they could do that.
Like, when you mentioned like my brain, something in my brain should like clicks like, oh wait a minute, she's onto something. But I'm just like I'm on the cusp of like just realize like can they pull that?
They couldn't have done that. Not in America at that time, or even recently. I bet. I don't think they could even pull that off with an American studio. But I think this would have elevated to S if they had done a really heavy discussion on the Vietnam War. If they had really talked about the relations between the way the military is acting towards the giant and Vietnam.
Okay.
But as it is, it's an A movie for me.
This is like almost S tier, but just because of personal tastes, it's not. And that is not a slight against this film. It's just, this is a tier list.
I mean, I've given them the notes. They know how to elevate it.
Yeah. For me, it's like...
They've got the notes now.
For me, it's like, this is great, but I just like this better. Slaps car roof, I just like this better.
This car's just better.
This is brilliant. But I like this.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's stop with American. Go to China real quick.
Let's have some fun.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle.
This is not going below B. This is not going below A tier. Let me make that very clear. This is not going below A tier.
No, from the amount I've seen of it, from what I've seen of it, I haven't finished the movie. I will say that. From what I've seen of it, fucking amazing.
Oh, don't get me started. This is just like...
Since I haven't finished the movie, I will have to put an A, personally, because I haven't got a full picture.
Yeah.
But what I've seen so far is fucking amazing.
This is... Like, for me, this is such a junk food film. Like, is it like the best produced like film of this genre ever? No. This is not like Hero from 2002. No. But it doesn't need to be, because it's just good. This is good, stupid fun.
I also, me again, with my compact scenario hammer, banging the walls.
Yeah.
I like that it's compacted into an apartment block. I like that it's compacted. I like it.
They managed to squeeze so much out of an apartment block.
Sorry, I don't know what else to call it.
No, you're fine. I think it's an apartment. It's like a housing complex or something. Well, I'm gonna call it apartment block because he said apartment block. Out of an apartment block, they managed to squeeze so much stuff out of it. Ugh. Don't get me started on like the stunt choreography and all that jazz. Ugh.
Oh yes, from what I've seen, it blew me away.
It's so...
I think I stopped watching because I was so worn out by how much I was blown away. I was so excited. I was like, I have to move.
Don't
I have to move around
exist.
I was like watching the movie and I was like, I have to move around about this. So I did like walking and exercise and I was like, I'm tired.
Like,
But this is because I couldn't talk about it while I was watching it, and this might change my ability to watch it.
yeah, you're good.
We'll get through it, babe. Don't worry.
Also,
This is 100%.
also bonus points for me specifically. Not an American film.
Bonus points. Let's go, baby.
Reload. But like,
let's go, baby.
But like, this just, if you're a fan, like, let's be real. Like, I like Jackie Chan film movies. Like, I'm not like a huge diehard like Jackie Chan film person, but I like his films. This is just.
I haven't watched a lot of Kung Fu at all, really. This is one of my first entries.
Like, if you know like Jackie Chan's like propensity for like prop-based Kung Fu comedy fight scenes.
I do love prop-based comedy.
This is just that turned to like 25.
Have you seen the recent movie Monkey Man? I swear I talked to you about it.
Is this the Indian film? The one?
Yes, the 2024 one.
I've seen
a lot of prop-based fighting in that one. You'll like that.
Okay, but this is more serious, right?
It is, but it's good.
Yeah, okay.
Trust me.
Okay, no.
If this
I'm
was
just
on
like.
here, I'd be.
Okay.
If this was on here, I would be putting it in S.
Okay.
But there are like comedic fighting moments where, like, at one point he it's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler.
Mm-mm.
At one point he tries to like escape a building by jumping through a window, and the window doesn't break, and you can just hear him on the ground groaning for a minute before he jumps up and looks for another exit.
Okay.
So there are comedy moments where he's like, "This is actually a realistic movie. You have to be careful."
Okay. Quick tangent about like comedy and humor, like action films. You gotta pace that.
Yeah.
You have to pace.
Oh,
that.
you do. They pace this very well.
Okay.
It's a very emotionally sincere movie.
Okay.
As well.
Good.
It's the main guy's directorial debut. I won't stop screaming about that. He was in The Green Knight. He was in Slumdog Millionaire. I always talk about that one. It's not my entry for him. Dev Patel, our beautiful man.
Dev Patel.
The Green Knight was my entry for him because I'm an insane person.
Like, I was about to go off on tangent about like pacing humor, like action films, but I'm gonna save that for future. Unless you want me to go off right now, in which case we have other films, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We'll do that for the Kung Fu Hustle movie, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have Monkey Man, so.
We don't. We need to watch that at some point.
It's not on the list. Somebody didn't submit it. This is Low, I believe. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
2009?
Yes, it's the horror film that.
Comedy, horror, romance.
Yeah.
Interesting. Film festival movie. Okay. I really like the poster.
Okay.
The poster is singing to me.
This is something you'd hang up in your room?
I would.
Okay. I feel that too. I feel that. Okay, but I don't think we've seen this film, right?
No, we haven't.
Okay, so we need to follow our guts here. What are we thinking?
My gut is saying A. Just based on the poster and what I've briefly skimmed from the plotline, it seems quite silly. A silly horror, kind of romantic, honestly. It appears that this demon is one of the love interests.
We love interspecies romances. Let's get
Which is really exciting for me because that design is really lovely and I want to see that design fall in love if they're going to be doing that. I want to see what love for the demon is. I am excited for this one. Tentative A.
I'm high
As
B.
I haven't seen it and you haven't seen it. Yeah, high B?
I'm high B.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's a beautiful poster. It's giving a different era of Evanescence.
Coming soon, Priscilla rates movies based on how their posters looked like Evanescence albums.
I would do that. I'd be down to do that. Let's go.
Oh, we need to. Okay, maybe we'd ask our community again. You know.
Well, let's put it above Birdemic, but not above Endeavor's choice because I feel like he's already mad at us.
Okay. If we're rating it, like, I need to see. Okay, I'm gonna peep your stream so I can organize it too because I didn't realize we were organizing it properly.
Oh, not really. I just thought about that at this moment.
Okay, I'm gonna peek yours here real quick, so we can be on the same page. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you're really putting everything above Emperor's in your groove, huh?
I like it. It hits different.
For me, it hits different, but also like my Resident Classics are winning on the final nest here.
That's totally fine.
It's okay. Those.
You're right, though. I need to move some things around.
Okay.
There we go.
So Avatar High B. So Avatar's High B. Where are we putting Galaxy Quest? At the bottom of B, really. You talked so much about it.
No, I moved it though. I moved it.
Okay, so Galaxy's mid, Birdnim. Okay. Okay, yeah, that checks out. We're on agreement then.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
This next movie is in my wheelhouse immensely.
All right, talk.
I am very well educated on this.
Talk to me about Love Live. Talk to me about Love Live. I've only heard about Love Live and Bike Station.
Back in my high school days, I played the eponymous mobile game Love Live School Idol Festival.
Okay.
Like a drug.
Okay.
Like a drug. I was addicted. It was unhealthy.
We're getting some Priscilla here. All right.
I was given a debit card.
Oh no! Did you spend?
I developed a gambling addiction.
Oh, you will.
I swore off of Gacha for 10 years.
I can't blame you. I can't blame you for that. I can't blame you. The dangerous slope.
But here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
This anime introduced me to lesbians.
Okay.
Like, this is one of the first lesbian concept, like fictional lesbian things I've seen.
Okay.
It is very softcore lesbianism because it is for guys.
Yeah.
But Nozomi and Ellie, the torch that Nozomi is carrying for Ellie is too intense to get like blown out by some random dude on the street.
Okay.
That random dude would have to be blonde and also a ballet dancer, as well as just like Ellie.
Ooh, that's hard. That's a high bar to pass.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't seen this film. I haven't seen a single.
He would also have to be the school council president. He would have to go to high school. He would have to be a girl. There's many factors he would have to be.
I'm gonna be real. That's a high bar to pass, and I haven't seen a single lick or heard anything about this film.
I was a massive fan though of my girl Nico. And if you look up any clips of her, you will see the Priscilla blueprints in the way she'd be behaving quite nicely.
Full name, please.
For old time's sake, I will be giving everyone the classic Nico.
Nico.
Fry. For the old time classic Nico trademark line.
Is that
Nico, Nico, ni.
Oh, that's where it comes from. Oh, I see.
That's her trademark line, and she does a cute pose while doing it. I had to, for the moment,
No.
We have to respect our roots.
Okay, the more I'm reading about Yazawa on her page, I'm like, yeah, I see it.
You see the blueprint. I see the blueprint.
I see the through line I'm reading. I see the path I'm charting it. I'm following it.
Yeah. I'm glad you get it. You get it. And then there's the Wikipedia pages which have all the school idol festival cards catalogued, and I'm like, oh my god, there's the pretty art. It's all there just for me. I can look at it all whenever I want. It's just really nice that people catalogued it so extensively because it's dead now. It died, and then they tried releasing new Skull of Life apps, and they were very much not the same game, and they were very much modern video games, modern gacha games that had too many systems and UIs.
Yeah.
And they were not streamlined, and they died. So we have no current Love Life games from what I'm aware of. And it's a tragedy, but also the new ones are bad, so fuck you.
Weren't we supposed to be talking about a film?
Yeah, okay, so the film is based on the OG Love Life girls, the original group.
Yeah.
There are multiple groups now. So this is the OG group. This is based on their rise to stardom and their efforts to enter the School Idol Festival and become champions.
Yes.
So the festival is a competition championship sort of thing for girls who are still in high school, or any high school generally seems to be the thing. They don't seem to let elementary students in unless there's different categories that we just aren't showing. And the idea is that you make your own costumes and you do your own dance and singing, and you're aiming for the top prize. And it's like you have to like say what your school is, so you can't like falsify that you're a school idol. And these girls, they go through their emotional tribulations. They're teenage girls. They have their emotional moments. They have their struggles. They have their moments where they have creative slumps, and it's really hard. But they come out the other end, and they win. And it's so beautiful, and they get to lead a parade for it. And I think if you want to experience what I'm gonna do after stream is send Azel a bunch of these music videos, or
I'm getting context. Let's go.
That they made for the characters. Because this is a bit much to be talking about on stream. Yeah, I can't be sending him whole music videos on stream.
I'd probably get copyright struck.
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
If I was allowed to have Love Live Music as my starting screen and BRB screens, I would. That's how I'd be doing it. The fashion as well.
Okay.
Very good. We feel the fashions.
I'm not surprised, because from what I've seen from like what the Love Live I've seen and what Project Sekai I've seen, the costumes go hard. Project
Sekai is very much a modern version, and it's very more band focused. I will say the fashion focuses are different. Love Life is pulling from the Japanese idol culture, and Project Sekai is pulling from band culture. So they're different squares. Okay. I know you're just trying to jump in and join in.
Yeah.
I'm not scolding you. But the point of the outfit is different. Wow, my throat is dry.
No. If you need to hydrate, please, listeners, hydrate too. Hydrate and stretch. Take care of yourself.
But yes, this is a very fun movie. It's a musical movie, of course. It would have to be.
Wow, I'm surprised that it's a musical.
It has to be, because like, how are they going to show off their idol songs in this movie about the idols without music?
Yeah, okay.
Like, come on.
Okay, look, if there is a movie out there that is like idol based but doesn't have any like music in it, what is wrong with you? Anyways, continue.
The music is very fun.
Okay.
I enjoy it. Means I'm looking at my snob tier list now, and I'm thinking carefully. Here's the thing. It is anime.
Yeah.
So it is regarded by the general public as lower. It is idol, so it is idol anime girls, so it's regarded generally by the public as lower.
Yeah, but however, we're not them, so ignore that.
However,
yeah,
the amount of intense work that went into the lighting, the scenery,
okay,
the music, the music video transitions from the between songs and like regular scenes.
Okay, good.
We like providing context for the songs and such as well. I can't put it lower than an A.
I'm right. I'm following your lead. I'm just following your instinct. I'm placing this in A too. This is a tentative A.
This is a tentative A because Azel hasn't seen it. This is the crowning factor, everyone. But if one of the members hasn't seen it, we have to be careful.
Yeah. Okay, but also non-American film.
Non-American. Let's go. Yes, it's a selling out to the idol industry to teenage girls to try and get them into it, but who cares? Non-American movie, let's go.
Okay, we'll talk about that like idol culture more in detail when we get to that.
Idol culture will be something we'll discuss when we watch the movie. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this next one is one I'm excited for. This is someone from before VTubing, one of my friends who supported me before I got into VTubing. He submitted this to the form when I spread it around to people. And he was like, I need you to see this. Basically, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I need you to see this. I know you will get it. This is Reefer Madness, babes. The musical.
Not to be confused with the 1939 exploitation film.
Which we probably will be watching both, just so we have the whole context. Just so we have the whole context for the musical, I think it would be best if we watch the exploitation film as well. That is my personal view.
No. This is mandatory for me. If we're watching the musical, we need to see it.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page on that front.
Any excuse for me to watch something like in the 50s or past, I will go for it so badly.
Yes. I won't lie, I haven't seen this. I don't think Azel has either.
I haven't seen the musical. However, I've read a lot about the 1939 exploitation film. I haven't done much reading. I haven't watched any review videos.
but I am aware of the exploitation period and how
Let's go.
drastic it was.
Yes. I had an
I'm
entire
aware
class
of the
about this. I'm
period
so excited.
of-
Sorry.
I am aware of how culturally it was at that time, and I find that the fact that they made a parody musical about the situation is beautiful to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very excited. Since both of us are so excited about it, even though we haven't seen it yet.
A tier.
I think tentative A tier.
Nah, for me, any chance like, for me, since this is okay, you got to remember that we're also watching the 1939 one, so we're technically
Watching the OG.
we're watching two
Not the
films.
remake.
We're watching two films essentially, but I'm just this just pushes it up to like a firm A tier for me, just because I get to watch another exploitation film. Sorry, if I get like really like nerdy on that episode,
it's cool.
I will.
No, it's good. That's what we have to do. That's our job.
Okay, I think I still have a textbook. I need to find it.
That's our job. Don't worry, babe.
Okay, I believe this is. Anything else to say?
My only thing to say
Mhm.
is I'm very excited.
I'm so excited about this one.
We've only got 3 movies left. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine
We've
with
been
that.
rushing through it, but we've also been.
It does feel like we've been rushing.
I feel like we have because we've been having so much fun, but also time flies, you know?
Well, yeah. Ooh, Thumbelina.
Thumbelina, is that the... Oh, that's the animated one. I haven't seen that one. I read the OG Thumbelina story.
This is the 1994 one, I believe.
I don't know... Given the time period, I think it will be pretty accurate to the OG story, right?
Yes, let me just
didn't
double
really
check that.
Alter for sensibilities at that point, I don't think.
1994. I'm just double fact checking just because I want to make sure that we have the right one. Yes, okay. Okay, so neither of us have seen this, correct?
Neither of us have seen
Okay.
this. I have read the original fairy tale.
Okay.
I enjoyed the horrific nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a horrific story.
Yeah.
It's upsetting for our girl Thumbelina in general that she isn't safe unless she has someone she's married to.
Mm-hmm.
We could go into a very good deep dive on the original meaning behind Thumbelina and its societal awareness of the fact that women are not safe in the world and a man's status can protect a woman, and you have to make sure that you don't jump onto the first, you don't kowtow to the first group you see, and you find your way out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will be trapped in these dangerous relationships, but you have to do your best and look for the escape opening.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And if you're lucky, you will find someone with status who will protect you, and that is the goal. I think when we're discussing these like fairy tales based on very old stories, these fairy tale movies based on very old stories, it's important to consider the original purpose.
Yeah, we need to like bring in the actual context, because these stories come from the time frame that they're written in, just like any film here on this like.
Yeah, absolutely. But people forget with their modern sensibilities that fairy tales were made for a very different time.
Yes.
And I feel like that the way we alter them, sometimes we forget that some of these sensibilities that they're depicting are harsh and upsetting, but they're still relevant today.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
I want to put it in B+. If that makes sense.
Okay, where are we putting it in relation to the rest of the films in B tier?
I was going to put it in between Galaxy Quest and Birdemic.
Okay. I'm just asking. If it were up to me, none of these would be like higher above the other, but I had to ask.
No, you're totally fine.
Yeah, those vibes. Oh,
very upsetting vibes, but vibes that I'm entranced by.
Like, these are vibes that we need to talk about, all right?
Vibes that need to be brought to the table
and discussed properly.
Okay, Transformers.
Okay, so we have 2 Transformers. Let's be very clear.
Yeah. We have 2. I've only seen one of them.
Which one?
The live action one.
Which
the
live
Michael Bay.
Okay, so like this one.
The Michael Bay one, yeah.
Okay.
The one with the sad-looking Optimus Prime in the background of the city.
I'm actually very excited to see and rewatch some of these.
We have a lot that we're excited to see. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot to enjoy here.
Okay, I have to ask, where do you think this goes? Where do you think the Bay?
Michael Bay?
Mm-hmm.
The Bay one?
Yeah.
Oh, babes, I fucking hate it.
Really? No, I like
hate
that.
it.
I really shouldn't say that in that tone, but it's like, I'm more like, oh, okay.
Not many people say that about Transformers because it's like such a staple of the movie culture. I hate Michael Bay movies.
Okay, no, I respect
and
that.
this is not an exception. I hate what they did to my girl, Megan Fox. First of all.
Oh yeah, no. Now that you mentioned Megan Fox, I'm like, okay, no, you're right.
I know why she got fired from the movie, and why they replaced her. Because she didn't want to be more. She didn't want to show more of herself in the movies, and they replaced her because of that. Also because she wasn't getting younger.
That checks out.
As someone who has seen Jennifer's body and seen her at her best.
Jennifer's body, though. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted.
It was, frankly, a war crime, in my opinion, to do that to her.
No, if you need to go off about it, go for it. Go for it. Go off.
We love going off. Michael Bay, I never liked that main bitch. What's his name?
Shia LaBeouf.
That one. I never liked his acting.
Okay.
He always made me think he was so snivelly and self-important.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. I see that.
I just...
He does exude that aura, doesn't he? Doesn't Shia just kind of exude that
There has to be some charisma to a person. There has to be something. I'm not getting anything from him.
I think more for me, it's like... It's not snobby, it's smug. It's like the punchable snug. No shade on you, Shia. If you somehow come across this as no shade on you, this is just our opinion.
Don't sue us.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, for me personally, I like some of the works that you're in, but you have that aura, with all due respect.
People like to compare his aura and Michael Cera. I like Michael Cera.
Ooh, that's not a fair comparison, honestly.
No, but if you consider the differences in their insecure acting shtick, Michael Cera is more enjoyable.
Look.
Because he has the optimism.
Oh, for me?
You can smell the stink of negative aggression coming off of Shia from a mile away.
Okay. I thought you were going to say that about Michael Cera. I was like, wait a minute, hold it.
No, I like Michael Cera. I like him. He's so optimistic. You want to be around this guy. You can trust him with your drink. That's what I'm getting from him. He would be unhappy if you left him alone with his drink because he'd be like, that's irresponsible. Shia LaBeouf comes off as the most angry, insecure, aggressive person under his attempt at charisma, and it stinks to high heaven.
All right, I see we've opened a gasket. I'm not defending Shia LaBeouf, but I'm just like, oh my goodness, all right, what did I just open? What did I just bear witness to?
You let me go off, and I'm going off.
No, you're good. Like,
I'm excited for Azel's eventual goings as well. So, thank you, Zathel. He threw a fit as a young adult for being invited to a party. Like that's ridiculous. People don't get invited to shit all the time. It happens. It's life.
I'm gonna be real.
Grow up.
I'm gonna be... Like, for me, I don't really follow like any of the major like big name artists. I don't generally as well. So this is
I
news
don't
to
generally
me.
either. This is very much a vibe reading initially, and then I was like, why do people hire him in his movies? What's he got to him? So I looked into him because of that. I think the only thing I like about the Transformers movies is the robots, how they look. I'm not sure about the acting.
The acting.
Some of them are a bit messy.
Like the acting
the
of
vocals.
The vocals.
The vocals. Some of them are a bit awkward. I'm not too sure about them. I like Optimus. I can't say I like Bumblebee because he doesn't have a voice in the first one.
That's the charm of Bumblebee, though. To be real.
Yeah. But also I liked how they worked around that.
Their designs are definitely hard to parse, but the fact that they managed to pull off those designs that early in the 2000s,
they also looked like they were meant to be walking around humans.
Yes.
For a recent example that still feels quite awkward to me is the Sonic movies. They still don't look like they should be in the human world. Those should have been fully animated. But the Transformers movies, I completely believe that those guys are walking down the street.
Like, for as hard, like, complex their designs is, I have to like give the art team and the CGI team immense amounts of respect for the stuff.
Especially because I know Bay was cracking down on them and not paying them enough. I just know he was being dog shit to them.
But the fact that they did this is such a impressive feat. Like, I don't
Really,
like,
the whole movie's holding them back.
I'm milquetoast about like most of the film, but I will always point to like Transformers, even though I don't like Bay in general. And like the direction,
It's just beautiful.
it's just
It's
good
just
CG
generally
work.
very good.
So we definitely know it's not going into A tier.
I am okay if you still have some love for the movie. I will concede to a C-.
The only love I have for the movie is just the CG work and the art design and the believability that the Autobots and Decepticons would vibe in a world with that design.
Yeah, I can live with a C-.
I will say this, even Optimus's voice actor did not like the direction that Bay was taking with the Optimus in his movies. So
I'm not surprised. With the first movie, you could tell he wanted to be optimistic and kind. In these movies, you could tell he wanted this to be a movie of uplifting joy. And Michael Bay is a violent man in those movies.
too many explosions.
He is brutal. Well, it's not just that. He literally tortures those poor things.
Yeah,
They get ripped to shreds. But yes, I am comfortable with a C-.
I'm comfortable with like a C, C-, C-, yeah.
We can cope with that given the art direction in some aspects.
Yeah. Like
I got really heated there.
No. Like I'm gonna be real. Like the only thing that's keeping this in C for me, C territory, is just the effect, like the profound effect of the CGs that they work, the CG work, and the Autobots. That's literally just it. Just how hard they cooked with those designs. Okay. Now on to the animated release. I think this is actually.
I haven't seen this one.
This one's okay. First of all, it's not Michael Bay, so breathe a sigh of relief.
He would never touch an animated adventure. I know this.
There's no Shia LaBeouf. Breathe a sigh of relief. A lot of
feel the ease coming out of me, chat. The beautiful tension release.
I will say, a lot of people, myself included, were dismissive of this film when we saw the trailer.
That's fair. That's fair. There's a lot of remakes and reimaginings and no original works. It's fair to be dismissive.
But also, like,
the trailer was bad.
No, it's more like this is not the art design that a lot of Transformers fans were expecting. This is not the art direction that they were going. It was also marketed as like, and then like if you looked at the trailer, you thought this was like some movie marketed towards like modern kids or whatever. No, but this has hands. This has hands. This has hands. This actually has hands.
As kids movies should, but you know.
No, but like this actually has a good story.
Okay.
Like,
I'm looking it up, babes.
This is
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah, but like this is before like Optimus became a Prime, Megatron became evil Decepticon.
Oh, so it's a prequel.
It's like the origin story, basically.
That's not bad. We've never seen much of that before. Well, we probably have seen it technically, but not much.
We got Michael Bay's Bumblebee, but that's in the Bayverse. Ooh, that aside, like a lot of people didn't expect this to go off so hard as it did.
That's fair, with the kiddie look of it.
And honestly, I was surprised too.
That's nice. That's refreshing sounding.
Like,
honestly, I wonder if we do a double movie feature with this one and the other Transformers movie.
No. We already have two Transformers. We have two Transformers films. We don't. Yeah, we don't need another. We don't need a third.
Keep our minds clear.
We don't need a third Transformers film in our repertoire.
No, I was wondering if we do one episode with just these two together.
A double. That might be a bit too much for me.
No, that's fair. I was thinking thematically.
Yeah.
Fun, but that's totally fair.
I mean,
we will keep them separate as God intended. If
you want to, we could just bundle these together and just have one episode be one of them and then follow up with the other Transformers.
That's true.
We'll get to that when do we get that? We'll get to that.
We could also just keep them separate as God intended, but
yeah.
Keep Michael Bay's filthy mitts out of the conversation.
This is actually a really good Transformers film.
I'll believe you.
Like,
I am happy to put it.
It's like
I believe you because that's where we went off on Michael Bay. I believe that you care about this stuff.
Okay, like there's only one minor gripe. It's just that
it's a bit of a spoilery gripe.
No, it's not even like a spoilery gripe. It's like more of a casting gripe. It happens with like every single modern animation film right now. And this is not like the actors' fault.
I know.
It's just the climate of it.
I know where we're going.
Actual like voice actors in the booth again, please.
Yes, I saw it coming, and I believe it. I'm on board.
Because this one has Hemsworth, Keegan Michael
Yeah, I
Key,
saw
and
that.
Johansson.
Like Steve Buscemi is a real voice actor as well as an actor.
Well,
But some of
Buscemi's
these guys are not.
Buscemi's a star. Buscemi's is Starscream, so whatever. It's Buscemi. I trust him.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's also like a voice actor as well as a live action actor. He has the training, he has the chops.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are not built for that.
However,
they are just star names.
However, I will say Hemsworth did a good job in this film.
I think that Hemsworth has talent that is never.
No, you know why?
enough.
You know why?
Because he's hot.
That, but also he sat down with Optimus's original voice actor, so.
Oh, he cares.
Yeah, so I'm
That's beautiful.
So I'm like, okay, he sat down with Optimus's original.
That's part of it, though. Is that like he actually has the raw talent and awareness around what his work is.
Yes.
I think he is held back by the image Hollywood has transplanted on him often. I want to see that bastard in little weird, fucked up movies. I want to see him go weird. I think he'd be great. I think he would. I think he'd be really fucking good in weird movies.
Like, I believe he sat down with the Peter Cullen, but I could be wrong. I know he looked to Peter Cullen's performance for inspiration, obviously, because Cullen's is iconic.
He does his training. He does training for this shit. He does training for every role he gets into. He's a passionate man. He was made to act.
Yeah, but
I'm excited for this one. The refreshment after the Michael Bay moment is real.
But it surprised me how Hemsworth channeled Cullen. Like, okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. You had the assignment given to you. You read it, and you understood it. So you got me. He respects
that fans of the older Transformers stuff will be wanting to see that awareness.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just my bit about the VA's part. Don't get me wrong. Even with more modern movies, Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff.
Yeah, no, they from what I've seen, they do amazing at that. But I'm also thinking about the original voice actors and thinking, wow.
We could have, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Wow. Does Shadow even say fuck or shit or damn is the real question. Shadow swears. We know this.
I know. Regrettably, I don't think, off the top of my head, I don't remember.
He doesn't even get to say damn?
I don't remember. Because I was too busy listening to Keanu. Because I was too busy hearing Keanu instead of Shadow. That's just a me issue.
Well, that is also the star actor choice issue.
Yeah, no, but
on display.
No, here's the thing. Keanu plays a good Shadow, but for me, I just hear Keanu. That's not a slight on his acting as Shadow. That's just me.
You're just a mega fan. That's just who you are.
I still have my Shadow the Hedgehog CD for my GameCube. Just saying.
Hell yeah! I remember my brother had never played a Sonic game before. But I, as a wise teenage girl who wanted to get her brother a good present for his birthday, I went out to the video game store and I got him Shadow the Hedgehog because it had an edgy guy on it with a gun. And he played it for 5 minutes.
And
he hated the controls.
Oh, nah. With all the respect, he needs to give it a good go again. It's not a perfect game.
I don't think we have the game anymore.
It's okay. I'll be real. Shadow Hedgehog is not a perfect game, but that's for a discussion for another time.
I know it isn't. I know. It's just very funny to me that I thought that was a wise decision to make.
Okay. So for me, solid B+ tier.
I'm comfortable with that. I'm 100% comfortable with that. I would be putting it between Thumbelina and Birdemic.
Is that B+? I thought that was more B- because it's on the other end.
I don't know, it's just vibe space.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna be putting it
because I haven't seen it also.
No.
So it's kind of like my vibes are gonna be slightly different.
Any last minute changes for this list before we say this is our list this is our first impressions finalized?
Yeah,
Any last minute changes?
I'm immensely happy with this ranking. I think it's perfect. What do you guys think, chat? How are we feeling about our tier list? Oh, I am currently my chat is currently in ad hell.
Oh,
they can't hear me. Chat, can you hear me?
Chat, can you hear me? Okay, we got one.
We got one. Good
hosters? Okay, good.
No, so guys, this podcast, this is our podcast channel in the pen. So we're only doing the live stream for this judgy, predetermined, maybe we haven't seen the movies, tier list.
Yeah.
Now, on our own time, we're going to watch the movies, take notes, discuss, do whatever rabbit holes we feel like going down on things, and we will upload those episodes onto the channel. Every time we have new submissions, we'll probably do another one of these.
Yes.
If we have like a significant amount, probably as soon as we hit the double digits of new submissions, we'll do another one.
Yes.
So when we have new submissions open, we'll let people know. It'll either be on my... You either want to follow me on my Discord or my Blue Sky, or you want to follow Azel on his Discord or Blue Sky, because we'll both be posting.
Yes, and there's
my Discord.
And then there's the Discord. So if you want to follow either of us for this, please.
Or both.
Or both, actually.
Flood us all with love.
Follow
go
us
crazy,
both.
go wild.
Please follow us both.
Go crazy,
we
go
need it.
wild.
We need it. I'm on my knees.
Yeah, and when you find out we have new submissions out, you are more than welcome to share it with your friends and family. Share it around with people we don't even know. That will be crazier because we will be like out of our depths even more, and it'll be very fun.
Honestly,
I think that's about it.
Wait.
That's our first episode, I think.
Pause.
What?
We still need to figure out a film we're watching this for our next episode. I have the magic wheel.
We need to. You have the wheel.
I have the.
Here's the wheel.
Alright, so here's the wheel. Here's every single film. This is on my stream, by the way. Hi, Hazel.
Yeah, you can only see it on his stream, but that's okay. You just gotta look at him.
Yeah, look at my stream for like a few seconds. Okay, so we have every single film that we got right here. Every single 15 film, all the 15 films.
Yeah.
So how this goes is whatever film lands, we will be covering it in a fortnight. All right.
Yeah, we'll be doing this fortnightly, by the way. I forgot to say
so this will happen every 2 weeks.
Sorry, go on.
I'm hitting the spin button. What are we cooking with?
Oh.
All right. Well, you know how you mentioned that we're doing double feature?
What is it?
Okay, so we're doing Transformers 1. That is our first episode.
Oh, we're doing the Transformers 1!
Yes, so...
We're doing the not Michael Bay one! We get to live!
Okay, question. Do you want us to... do you want to do Transformers 1, then Transformers? Or Transformers 1 and then just roll again and pray that we don't get Transformers in the future?
I think we might need the breather between Transformers.
Okay. So, you heard it here, chat. We will be covering Transformers.
I also want to separate the Michael Bay from the nice one.
Okay.
I think it deserves that credit, you know?
Okay. Do you want me to roll the second one just to see?
Honestly, if we can like schedule 2 episodes in advance, that might be wise. So I may just make a note of what video we're doing first.
Okay, yeah. I'm removing Transformers 1. I'm gonna open our DM so we can just, what happens if we get Transformers? Do you just want to reroll again?
No, we have to do it.
Okay.
We live with our choices and our bad decisions.
Choices? Okay.
What?
Okay.
What is it?
Butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect!
Yes.
That'll be a fun one.
Okay.
I hope so.
Ooh, I need
Okay, so we have 2 episodes lined up already.
Yes.
That's good though.
Yes.
It's good that we have 2, so we don't have to think about it for a bit.